music, 50s on 5XM.
January to December, we'll have moments to remember.
We call them the Pop 50s years. The big bands had faded. Rock and roll was lurking around the corner, and popular music lovers of all ages were singing and dancing to these original hits of the early and mid-1950s. I'm Bob Moke with some moments to remember from the 50s on 5.
We will have these moments to remember.
Oh, baby, my. Oh, baby, my. Oh, baby, my. Oh, baby, my.
I get so lonely when I dream about you. Can't do without you. That's why I dream about you. If I could only put my arms about you, life would be so fair.
If you were there,
We two could hug and kiss and never tire. I'm on fire. You are my one desire. I get so lonely when I dream about you. Why can't you be there? Tossing and turning in my slumber,
baby, more.
holding you it seems.
Oh, baby,
I give you kisses without number, but only in my dreams.
oh, baby, my.
I get so lonely when I dream about you. Can't do without you. That's why I dream about you. If I could only put my arms about you, life would be so fair. Tossing and turning in my slumber,
Baby,
holding you it seems.
oh, baby,
I give you kisses without number, but only in my dreams.
oh, baby, my.
I get so lonely when I dream about you. Can't do without you. That's why I dream about you. If I could only put my arms about you, life would be so fair.
Oh, baby, my.
Life would be so fair.
Oh, baby, my.
Life would be so fair.
I tried so hard, my dear, to show that you're my every dream. Yet you're afraid each thing I do is just some evil scheme. A memory from your lonesome past keeps us so far apart. Why can't I free your doubtful mind and melt your cold, cold heart? Another love before my time made your heart sad and blue. And so my heart is paying now for things I didn't do. In anger, unkind words are said that make the teardrops start. Why can't I free your doubtful mind and melt your cold, cold heart? There was a time when I believed that you belonged to me, but now I know your heart is shackled to a memory. care for you, the more we drift apart. Why can't I free your doubtful mind and melt your cold, cold heart?
One of those versatile country ballads written by Hank Williams and nicely performed by young Tony Bennett. His Cold, Cold Heart spent several weeks atop the record charts in late 1951. Oh Baby Mine, I Get So Lonely from the Four Nights led off this week's 2-hour tribute to the music of the early and mid-1950s. Among the names we'll be featuring today on Moments to Remember, Patti Page, Don Cornell, The Four Freshmen, Kay Starr, Frank Sinatra, and Joan Weber. Our trip to the movies raises the curtain on a popular comedy that introduced one of the decade's most memorable song hits. In the Pop 50s Hall of Fame, a young lady whose ballads helped define that musical era. A visit to the XM Record Museum to hear how one of those familiar 50s song hits sounded when it was originally recorded back in the late 1930s. And we close it out with this week's High Five Countdown. Speaking of movies, remember the one with Oscar-nominated Frank Sinatra as a drum-playing heroin addict, Eleanor Parker as his scheming wife, and a wonderful music score by the also Oscar-nominated Elmer Bernstein. Here's Richard Maltby with one of several popular recordings of the theme from The Man with a Golden Arm.
It's you I adore, forever and ever. Can I promise more? I've told you so often the way that I care. Why don't you believe me? It just isn't fair. Here is Here's a heart that is lonely. Here's a heart you can take. Here's a heart for you only, that you can keep or break. How else can I tell you? What more can I do? Why don't you believe me? I love only you. Here is a heart that is lonely. Here is a heart you can take. Here is a heart for you only, that you can keep or break. How else can I tell you? What more can I do? Why don't you believe me? I love only you.
1955.
Some people say a man is made out of mud. A poor man's made out of muscle and blood. Muscle and blood and skin and bones. A mind that's weak and a back that's strong. You load 16 tons. What do you get? Another day older and deeper in debt. St. Peter, don't you call me, 'cause I can't go. I owe my soul to the company store. I was born one morning when the sun didn't shine. I picked up my shovel and I walked to the mine. I loaded 16 tons of number 9 coal, and the straw boss said, well, to bless my soul, you load 16 tons. What do you get? Another day older and deeper in debt. St. Peter, don't you call me, 'cause I can't go. I owe my soul to the company store. I was born one morning, it was drizzling rain. Fighting and trouble are my middle name. I was raised in the canebrake by an old mama lion. Can't no high-toned woman make me walk the line. You load 16 tons, what do you get? Another day older and deeper in debt. St. Peter, don't you call me, 'cause I can't go. I owe my soul to the company store. If you see me coming, better step aside. A lot of men didn't, a lot of men died. One fist of iron, the other of steel. If the right one don't get you, then the left one will. You load 16 tons, what do you get? Another day older and deeper in debt. St. Peter, don't you call me, 'cause I can't go. I owe my soul to the company store.
A few years earlier, he'd been a country singer billed simply as Tennessee Ernie. But Mr. Ford's #1 hit 16 Tons helped turn him into a mass-appeal music and television star in late 1955. And we heard Patti Page with the second most popular version of that 1952 Joni James hit, Why Don't You Believe Me? We jump now to the big screen and This Week at the Movies. August 10th, 1953, was premiere night for a brand new romp starring America's #1 music and comedy team. And we'll go right to the soundtrack after we bring in a couple of guys to introduce the film.
Hi, everybody. This is Dean Martin.
And Jerry Lewis.
We'd like to tell you all about our latest and funniest picture for Paramount.
Of course, you mean the caddy.
Oh, of course. You know, Jerry, I don't remember the last time I had so much fun making a picture.
Boy, I'll say. How about that scene when I wrecked the department store that I'm working in?
Yeah, and what about the scene when I come home and find a strange, and I do mean strange, man in my bed, and it turns out to be you?
Tell him about the terrific game of golf I played. Go on, tell him.
Terrific. I've never seen golf played that way before. Crazy, man, crazy.
I hate to brag, folks, but I think the caddy is the funniest picture we've made. No kidding. It's got 90 riotous minutes of howls, gags, fun, and more heartwarming entertainment than you and the family ever saw.
You'll love Jerry and me and the caddy.
Take my word for it. The caddy is the most hilarious picture we've ever made. Come on and join the fun. See Paramount's The Caddy.
Yeah, the caddy.
In Napoli, where love is king, when boy meets girl, here's what they sing. When the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie, that's amore. When the world seems to shine like you've had too much wine, that's amore. Bells will ring, ting-a-ling-a-ling, ting-a-ling-a-ling, and you'll sing Vita Bella.
Bravo, Joe.
Hearts will play tippy-tippy-tay, like a gay tarantella. Lucky fella. When the stars make you drool, just like pasta fazool, that's amore. When you dance down the street with a cloud at your feet, you're in love. When you walk in a dream, but you know you're not dreaming, signora.
Mama!
Scusa me, but you see, back in old Napoli, that's amore.
If you still kiss your girl after garlic and oil, that's amore.
That's amore.
If you call her your pet, though she's shaped like spaghetti, that's amore.
That's amore. Bells will ring.
Ting-a-ling-a-ling, ting-a-ling-a-ling.
You sing Vita Bella.
Vita Bella, Vita Bella.
Hearts will play
Tippy-tippy-tay, tippy-tippy-tay.
like a gay tarantella.
Tarantella.
When the stars make you drool, just like a pasta fazool, that's amore.
That's amore.
When you dance down the street with a cloud at your feet, you're in love.
You're in love.
When you walk in a dream, but you know you're not dreaming. Scusa me, but you see, back in old Napoli, that's amore.
Tutte quante cantare, everybody sing.
When the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie, that's amore. That's amore. When the world seems to shine like you've had too much wine, that's amore. That's amore. When you are in a dream, but you know you're not dreaming.
Signore, che vuoi? Prendilo. Scusami, but you see, back in old Napoli, that's amore.
Signore, that's amore.
Mutray, Mutray, liberty clopping over hill and plain. Seems as how they never stop. Clippity clop, clippity clop, clippity, 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 clippity clopping along. There's a plug of tobacco for a rancher in Corona, a guitar for a cowboy way out in Arizona, a dress of calico for a pretty Navajo. Get along, you, get along. Mule train, ha, ha, mule train, clippity-clopping along the mountain chain. Soon they're gonna reach the top. Clippity clop, clippity clop, clippity 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 clopping along. There's some cotton thread and needles for the folks away out yonder, a shovel for a miner who left his home to wander, some rheumatism pills for the settlers in the hills. Get along, mule, get along. Mule train, high, high. Mule train, clippity-clopping through the wind and rain. They'll keep going till they drop. Clippity-clop, clippity-clop, clippity-clippity, clippity-clippity, clippity-clopping along. There's a letter full of sadness and it's black around the border, a pair of boots for someone who had been made to order, a Bible in the pack for the Reverend Mr. Black. Get along, yeah! Get along. Get along, you. Get along. Hey, hey.
We heard them on the radio, played them on the jukebox, and spun them around on our own portable record players. The great songs of the Pop 50s years. Back again on XM.
Heart and soul, I am yours. Can't you see it in my eyes? Can't you hear it in my sighs? I'm yours. I'm yours. Every kiss says I'm yours. Take my lips and take my arms. I'm a victim of your charms. I'm yours. My life and my love, dear, are yours to command. I stand here before you, my heart in my hand. I'm yours. All the world knows I'm yours. And I only hope and pray that someday I'll hear you say, I'm yours. My life and my love, dear, are yours to command. I stand here before you, my heart in my hand. All the world knows I'm yours, and I only hope and pray that someday I'll hear you say, I'm yours.
should be your name. Hummingbird should be your name. Too restless to settle, too wild to tame. Restless, too wild to tame. Too restless to settle, too wild to tame. Hummingbird, hummingbird should be your name. Hummingbird, hummingbird winging along. Hummingbird winging along. No tender young blossom can hold you for long. Blossom can hold you for long. No tender young blossom can hold you for long. Hummingbird, hummingbird winging along. You'd hug me and kiss me like others I've known. You'd promise to love me and call me your own. And then all my dreams would be shattered apart by the hum of your hummingbird heart. Hummingbird, hummingbird feathered so fine. Hummingbird feathered so fine. If I clipped your wings, it would not make you mine. No, it would not make you mine. If I clipped your wings, it would not make you mine. Hummingbird, hummingbird feathered so fine. Hummingbird, hummingbird fly right on by. Some folks like to gamble, but darling, not I. Some folks like to gamble, but darling, not I. Hummingbird, hummingbird fly right on by. I'd rather be lonely, I'd rather be blue. Yes, I'd rather spend my whole life without you than feather a nest to be shattered apart by the hum of your hummingbird heart. By the hum of your hummingbird heart. Hummingbird heart.
Memories from the summer of 1955, and the final top 10 hit for Les Paul and Mary Ford, Hummingbird. I'm Yours from Don Cornell in 52. Frankie Lane's original late 1949 smash of Mule Train. And from the soundtrack of The Caddy, a delightful extended version of Dean Martin's That's Amore, featuring Jerry Lewis and a few other members of the cast. You found some moments to remember here at the 50s on 5. I'm Bob Moke with XM's weekly 2-hour tribute to the original version pop music favorites of the early and mid-1950s. If you have a comment you'd like to send along, our email address is 50s@xmradio.com. You can write the number 50 or you can spell out the word. Either way, we're always happy to hear from you. In a couple of minutes, Perry Como performs one of his 1953 ballads. Rosemary Clooney, Roy Hamilton, and the McGuire sisters also coming up. One of the major hit-making quartets of the decade, known for their highly produced movie and Broadway tunes on the Decca label, enjoyed their first taste of success with a more understated arrangement on the small Victoria record label out of Philadelphia. With their 1951 performance of It's No Sin, Al Alberts and the Four Aces.
Take away the breath of flowers, it would surely be a sin. Take the rain from April showers, it's a sin. Take away the violins, from a lovely symphony, and the music deep within would cease to be. to hold you close and know you are leaving. Though you take away my heart, dear, still the beating there within. I'll keep loving you forever, for it's no sin. Is it a sin to love you so, to hold you close and know you are leaving? Though you take away my heart, dear, still the beating there within. I'll keep loving you forever, for it's no
Say the sun will never shine again, and say the rose that blooms will never bloom again. But come what may, I know I must have you again. My darling, say you're mine again. Say that spring will never come again, and say the chapel bells will never ring again. No matter what will be, I must be yours again. So darling, say you're mine again. If I were to lose all the world and its treasures, who cares? Let it be as it may. As long as I have you beside me, I'll always be happy that way. Say I'll never see the rain again, and say I'll never hear a sweet refrain again, and say that I was wrong and I'm to blame again. But darling, say you're mine again. Say I'll never see the rain again, and say I'll never hear a sweet refrain again, and say that I was wrong and I'm to blame again. But darling, say you're mine again. Say you're mine.
Moments to Remember from the 50s on 5.
You see a pair of laughing eyes, and suddenly you're sighing sighs. You're thinking nothing's wrong, you string along, boy, then snap. sighs, they're part of the tender trap. You're hand in hand beneath the trees, and soon there's music in the breeze. You're acting kinda smart until your heart just goes whap. Those trees, that breeze, they're part of the tender trap. Some starry night, when her kisses make you tingle, she'll hold you tight, and you'll hate yourself for being single. And all at once it seems so nice, the folks are throwing shoes and rides. You hurry to a spot that's just a dot on the map. You're hooked, you're cooked, you're caught in the tender trap. Some starry night, when her kisses make you tingle, she'll hold you tight, and you'll hate yourself for being single. And all at once it seems so nice, the folks are throwing shoes and rides. You hurry to a spot that's just a dot on the map. And then you wonder how it all came about. It's too late now, there's no getting out. You fell in love, and love is the tender trap.
Sammy Cahn and Jimmy Van Heusen wrote that movie title song from The Tender Trap, which starred Frank Sinatra and Debbie Reynolds. Moments to Remember makes its weekly visit now to the XM Record Museum to sample an earlier recorded version of a song that would be popularly revived during the 1950s. And if you were actively following the music scene around the time that the Four Freshmen rose to stardom on the strength of their recording, you may not recall that It's a Blue World had been introduced on the movie screen years earlier. Tony Martin and Rita Hayworth were the stars of Music in My Heart, and Tony's recorded version was a top 10 hit in 1940.
It's a blue world from now on. It's a through world for me. The sea, the sky, my heart and I, we're all an indigo hue. Without you, it's a blue, blue world.
1952.
It's a blue world without you. It's a blue world alone. My days and nights that once were filled with heaven, with you away, how empty they have grown.
It's a through world for me. The sea, the sky, my heart and I, we're all an indigo hue. Without you, it's a blue, blue world. It's a blue world from now on. It's a through world for me. The sea, the sky, my heart and I, we're all an indigo hue. Without you, it's a blue, blue
This old house once knew his children. This old house once knew his wife. This old house was home and comfort as they fought the storms of life. This old house once rang with laughter. This old house heard many shouts. Now he trembles in the darkness when the lightning walks about.
Ain't you gonna need this house no longer? Ain't you gonna need this house no more?
Ain't got time to fix the shingles. Ain't got time to fix the floor. Ain't got time to oil the hinges nor to mend the window pane. Ain't gonna need this house no longer. He's getting ready to meet the saints. This old house is a-getting shaky. This old house is a-getting old. This old house lets in the rain. This old house lets in the cold. Oh, his knees are a-getting chilly, but he feels no fear of pain, 'cause he sees an angel peeking through a broken window pane.
Ain't you gonna need this house no longer? Ain't you gonna need this house no more?
Ain't got time to fix the shingles. Ain't got time to fix the floor. Ain't got time to oil the hinges nor to mend the window pane. Ain't gonna need this house no longer. He's getting ready to meet the saints. This old house is afraid of thunder. This old house is afraid of storms. This old house just groans and trembles when the night wind flings its arms. This old house is a-getting feeble. This old house is a-needing paint. Just like him, it's tuckered out, but he's a-getting ready to meet the saints.
Ain't you gonna need this house no longer? Ain't you gonna need this house no more?
Ain't got time to fix the shingles. Ain't got time to fix the floor. Ain't got time to oil the hinges nor to mend the window pane. Ain't gonna need this house no longer. He's a-getting ready to meet the saints.
Ready to meet the saints.
The original popular hits from the early and mid-1950s.
50s on 5 XM Radio.
go, lover. Let me be, set me free from your spell. You made me weep, cut me deep. I can't sleep, lover. I was cursed from the first day I fell. You don't want me, but you want me to go on wanting you. How I pray that you will say that we're through. Please turn me loose. What's the use? Let me go, lover. Let me go. Let me go. Let me go. You made me weep, cut me deep. I can't sleep, lover. I was cursed from the first day I fell. You don't want me, but you want me to go on wanting you. How I pray that you will say that we're through. Please turn me loose. What's the use? Let me go, lover. Let me go. Let me go. Let me go.
One of the fastest-selling records in history up to that time, as featured on a Studio One television drama from late 1954, Joan Weber's chart-topping version of Let Me Go, Lover. We heard the innovative Sauter-Finnegan Orchestra with their 1952 hit Doodletown Fifers, and one half of what was probably the best-selling single record of Rosemary Clooney's career, the flip side of her ballad Hey There, This Old House. Up ahead, K-Star, Eddie Fisher, Georgia Gibbs, the Dreamweavers, Guy Mitchell, our Pop 50s Hall of Fame salute, a trip to the concert hall for some opera, and our weekly High Five Countdown. It was early 1954 when Columbia Records' new subsidiary label, Epic, enjoyed its very first major hit, rising all the way to the #1 spot on America's rhythm and blues charts. Newcomer Roy Hamilton gave us his soulful treatment of this inspirational Rodgers and Hammerstein ballad from Carousel.
When you walk through a storm, hold your head up high and don't be afraid of the dark. At the end of a storm is a golden sky and the sweet silver song of love. Walk on through the way. Walk on through the rain, though your dreams be tossed and blown.
Dixie, 'neath the stars above. He was the sweetest man you ever did see. When he held me in his arms and told me of my many charms, he kissed me while the fiddles played the Bonaparte's retreat. All the world was bright when he held me on that night, and I heard him say, please don't ever go away. When he held me in his arms and told me of my many charms, he kissed me while the fiddles played the Bonaparte's retreat. Told me of my many charms, he kissed me while the fiddles played the Bonaparte's retreat. All the world was bright when he held me on that night, and I heard him say, please don't you go away. He's gone, and I'll admit I knew that I had met my Waterloo. I knew that he would say adieu with Bonaparte's retreat. Goodbye, little boy. Goodbye, little joy. Goodbye, little boy. So long, little joy.
1956.
Good night, my love. Pleasant dreams and sleep tight, my love. May tomorrow be sunny and bright and bring you closer to me. Before you go, please remember I need you so. And this love I have for you will never grow cold. If you should awake in the still of night, please have no fear. Just close your eyes, then you'll realize that my love will watch over you, dear, always. Good night, my love. Pleasant dreams and sleep tight, my love. May tomorrow be sunny and bright and bring you closer to me. If you should awake in the still of the night, please have no fear. Just close your eyes, then you'll realize that my love will watch over you, dear, always. Good night, my love. Pleasant dreams, sleep tight, my love. May tomorrow be sunny and bright and bring you closer to me. Good night.
50s on 5 is featuring songs from the Pop 50s years. Moments to Remember with XM's Bob Moke. Heard every Thursday at 1 p.m. Eastern. Weekend encore broadcasts at 9 a.m. Saturday and 7 p.m. Sunday.
We will have these moments to remember. I love to go a-wandering along the mountain track, and as I go I love to sing my knapsack on my back. Valerie, in the sun, so joyously it calls to me, come join my happy song. Valerie, 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 come join my happy song. I wave my hand to all I meet, and they wave back to me. And blackbirds call so loud and sweet from every greenwood tree. Valerie, 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 Valerie. Oh, may I go a-wandering until the day I die. Oh, may I always laugh and sing beneath God's clear blue sky. Valerie, 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 beneath God's clear blue sky. Beneath God's clear blue sky.
Oh, my papa, to me he was so wonderful. Oh, my papa, to me he was so good. No one could be so gentle and so lovable. Oh, my papa, he always understood. Gone are the days when he would take me on his knee, and with a smile he'd change my tears to laughter. Oh, my papa, so funny, so adorable, always the clown, so funny in his ways. Oh, my papa, to me he was so wonderful. Deep in my heart, I miss him so today.
number one for 2 months in early 1954. A song from Switzerland, Eddie Fisher's Oh My Papa, preceded by the German tune from the same year, The Happy Wanderer, Frank Weir with his orchestra, chorus, and soprano saxophone. Time now for this week's Pop 50s Hall of Fame salute, where we recognize the artists whose recordings showed up time and again on the radio, on the jukeboxes, and on our home phonographs during the early and mid-1950s. With her plaintive vocal style and some lushly dramatic orchestral arrangements by Lou Douglas, Joni James burst upon the popular music scene in 1952 with a string of crowd-pleasing performances that stretched into the rock and roll years. We recall now a few of those songs made famous by Joni James.
Your cheating heart will make you weep. Who makes the robin sing? My love, if it's true, won't you tell me? Have you heard? There goes my heart. There goes the one I love. How else can I tell you? What more can I do? Why don't you believe me? I love only you.
The year was 1955.
How important can it be that I've tasted other lips? That was long before you came to me with the magic of your kiss. So the story got around of an old romance and me. But it happened oh so long ago. How important can it be? Mine was a young and a foolish heart, seeking love at every turn. But I have grown so much wiser now, even foolish hearts can learn. Let the past just fade away. Why get lost in yesterday? The important thing is here and now, and our love is here to stay. Mine was a young and a foolish heart, seeking love at every turn. But I have grown so much wiser now, even foolish hearts can learn. Let the past just fade away. Why get lost in yesterday? The important thing is here and now, and our love is here to stay. If love you. I'd never wish for wealth untold. To me you're worth much more than gold. I just wish you felt the same way too. I'd trade all the diamonds for one sweet kiss from you. I wouldn't be pining if wishes could come true. If I had a wishing ring, I'd only ask for just one thing. I'd wish you loved me like I love you. I'd trade all the diamonds for one sweet kiss from you. I wouldn't be pining if wishes could come true. If I had a wishing ring, I'd only ask for just one thing. I'd wish you loved me like I love you.
'50s on 5.
She had a dark and a roving eye, and her hair hung down in ringlets. She was a nice girl, a proper girl, but one of the roving kind.
As I cruised out one evening upon a night's career, I spied a lofty clipper ship, and to her I did steer. I hoisted out my signals, which she so quickly knew, and when she saw my bunting fly, she immediately hove to.
She had a dark and a roving eye, and her hair hung down in ringlets. She was a nice girl, a proper girl, but one of the roving kind.
I took her for some fish and chips and treated her so fine, and hardly did I realize she was the roving kind. I kissed her lips, I missed her lips, and found to my surprise she was nothing but a pirate ship rigged up in a disguise.
She had a dark and a roving eye,
and her hair hung down in ringlets.
she was a nice girl, a proper girl, but one of the roving kind.
So come all ye good sailor men who sail the wintry sea, and come all ye apprentice lads, a warning take from me. Beware of lofty clipper ships, they'll be the ruin of you. For 'twas there she made me walk the plank and pushed me under too.
She had a dark and a roving eye, and her hair hung down in ringlets.
She was a nice girl, a proper girl, but one of the roving kind.
She was a nice girl, a proper girl, but
one of the roving kind.
It was late 1950 when Guy Mitchell shot to stardom with the double-sided hit of My Heart Cries for You and The Roving Kind. Mitch Miller conducted. Another influential and high-profile studio conductor, Hugo Winterhalter, is still ahead with one of his most popular instrumental recordings, as are Nat Cole, Georgia Gibbs, and the Weavers. These, however, are the Dreamweavers. Different group. One big hit to their credit, and here it is from late 1955.
My dearest, my darling, tomorrow is near. The sun will bring showers of sadness, I fear. Your lips won't be smiling, your eyes will not shine, for I know tomorrow that your love won't be mine. It's almost tomorrow, but what can I do? Your kisses all tell me that your love is untrue. I'll love you forever till stars cease to shine, and hope someday, darling, that you'll always be mine. Your heart was so warm, dear, it now has turned cold. You no longer love me, for your memories grow old. It's almost tomorrow, for here comes the sun, but still I am hoping that tomorrow won't come.
It's almost tomorrow, but what can I do? Your kisses all tell me that your love is untrue.
I'll love you forever till stars cease to shine, and hope someday, darling, that you'll always be mine.
Seven lonely days make one lonely week. Seven lonely nights make one lonely me. Ever since the time you told me we were through, 7 lonely days I cried and cried for you.
Oh, my darling, you're crying. There's no use in denying I cried for you. It was your favorite pastime, making me blue. Last week was the last time I cried for you.
7 hankies blue I filled with my tears. 7 letters too I filled with my fears. Guess it never pays to make your lover blue. 7 lonely days I cried and cried for you.
And cried for you. Oh, my darling, you're
7 lonely days make one lonely week.
There's no use in denying.
7 lonely nights make one lonely me.
It was your favorite.
The love songs, the novelties, the movie themes, the sweeping instrumentals, all part of the pop music sound of the early and mid-1950s. We're hearing them again on XM.
Vanessa was the name of that one, Hugo Winterhalter's summertime favorite of 1952. And from a year later, Georgia Gibbs sang 7 Lonely Days. In a few minutes, we'll play back the 5 most popular records from this August week in one of the Pop 50s years. Between now and then, the Mills Brothers, Les Baxter, and Joe Finger's Car. Remember his piano instrumental from 1956 called The Portuguese Washerwomen? Time now for a bit of culture from our Moments to Remember concert hall, and a melody from the classics that also had an excellent track record as a popular song. Miss Lily Pons performs music from Verdi's Rigoletto. Whether or not you're familiar with the original operatic title, Caro Nome, the tune is probably one that you've heard from time to time. Back in 1957, for instance, Lloyd Price turned it into his first pop record hit.
Just because you left and said goodbye, do you think that I will sit and cry?
In 1961, Paul Anka did pretty well with this one.
Hold me, hold me, hold me tight.
Tonight, tonight, my love, tonight.
And maybe you remember the 1966 novelty Juanita Banana by the Peels. And again, maybe you're glad you don't remember Juanita Banana. For our purposes, though, we'll take Tony Martin's version of Verdi's Caro Nome. It reached the top 10 in the spring of 1954. Henri René conducts the RCA Victor Studio Orchestra for the song titled Here.
This enchanted place, here enclosed in your embrace, here with you so near to me, here is where I want to be. The world outside may be thrilled by the treasures that people buy for gold, but I would rather be thrilled by the treasures that I alone can hold, here beside the warmth of you, here within a dream for two, here for all eternity, here is where I want to be. But I would rather be thrilled by the treasures that I alone can hold, here beside the warmth of you, here within a dream for two. Here is where I want to be.
Want no silver threads among the gold. Want no silver threads among the gold. Want no silver threads, want some action instead. Want no silver threads among the gold. Be my life's companion and you'll never grow old. I'll love you so much that you'll never grow old. When there's joy in living, you just never grow old. You've got to stay young, 'cause you'll never grow old. People who are lonely can be old at 33. Don't let it happen to you. Don't let it happen to me. Be my life's companion and you'll never grow old.
have and hold. Be my life's companion, and you'll never I know a man who's lonely and he's old at 33. No one wants to be old at 33. Your disposition sours like a lemon on a tree. Don't let it happen to you, and don't let it happen to me. Be my life's companion, and you'll never grow old. Yes, I love you so much that you'll never grow old. Love and youth and happiness are yours to have and hold. Be my life's companion, be my life's companion, and you'll never grow old.
1955. Unchain me, unchain me, unchain me,
50s on 5 Radio XM.
The original popular hits from the early and mid-1950s.
Do you remember? Do you remember?
It's time to revisit this calendar week from one of the Pop 50s years and play back the records that topped the charts. It's our Moments to Remember High Five Countdown.
This week in the news, Florence Chadwick swims the English Channel from France to Dover in 13 hours and 23 minutes. And President Truman calls the National Guard to active duty to fight in the Korean War. Uncle Milty is king of television on the Texaco Star Theater, but we're also watching the dramatic anthologies Fireside Theater and Philco TV Playhouse. Pulling us into the movie theaters are Disney's Treasure Island and the Billy Wilder drama Sunset Boulevard. And these are the top 5 record hits for this week in August, 1950. Number 5.
Chenna, 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 can't you hear the music playing in the city square? Chenna, 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 come where all our friends will find us with the dancers there. Chenna, chenna, join the celebration. There'll be people there from every nation. Dawn will find us laughing in the sunlight, dancing in the city square. Chenna, chenna, come and dance the hora. 1, 2, 3, 4. All the boys will envy me for Chenna, chenna. When the band is playing, my heart saying Chenna, chenna, chenna.
Chenna, chenna, can't you hear the music playing in the city square? Chenna, 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 come where all our friends will find us with the dancers there.
Chenna, 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 can't you hear the music playing in the city square? Chenna, 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 come where all our friends will find us with the dancers there. Chenna, 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 can't you hear the music playing in the city square? Chenna, 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 come where all our friends will find us with the dancers there.
Chenna, 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 can't you hear the music playing in the city square? Chenna, 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 come where all our friends will find us with the dancers there.
Chenna, chenna, join the celebration. There'll be people there from every single nation. Dawn will find us laughing in the sunlight, dancing, dancing, dancing with the Chenna, Chenna, Chenna. Come and dance the hora. 1, 2, 3, 4. All the boys will envy me for Chenna, Chenna. When the band is playing, my heart saying Chenna, Chenna, Chenna.
Decca Records musical director Gordon Jenkins thought that the still generally unknown folk singing group, the Weavers, might have a shot at achieving some mainstream success if he surrounded them with a full orchestra and chorus. And how right he was. Though the label simultaneously released the Weavers' Hebrew language version of the Israeli song Tzena Tzena Tzena, with only their own instrumental accompaniment, it was this uptown English language version that scored big in the summer of 1950. It's our number 5 song. Number 4, another of Decca's very successful experiments in teaming up different artists for the first time. The artist credit on the label read, Gary Crosby and Friend. Friend, of course, referred to Gary's pop, Bing. And both sides of this million-selling disc spent many weeks near the top of the sales charts. Song number 4 is Sam's song.
Here's a happy tune you'll love to croon. They call it Sam's song. It's catchy as can be, the melody. They call it Sam's song. Nothing on your mind, and then you find you're humming Sam's song. Why, it makes you grin, gets under your skin, as only a song can do. The people that you meet out on the street, all whistling Sam's song. Everyone you see will soon agree that it's a grand song. So forget your troubles and wear a smile. You'll find you'll never go wrong if you learn to croon this happy tune. They call it Sam's song. And now another treatment, this classic American theme, brought to you by Mr. Gary Crosby. Here's a happy tune
that'll bring you a smile all the while. When you croon it, you're really in style.
And the title is Sam's Song. It's catchy as can be,
with a sly little beat and the melody sweet, keeps you tapping your feet.
And the title is Sam's Song. Nothing on your mind
but the news of the day and the bills you must pay. Keep your hair turning gray, but you're still humming Sam's
Are you all right?
song.
How's your brace?
Why, it makes you grin, gets under your skin, as only a song can do.
Oh, the people that you meet.
Hello, Joe, what you know, and remind me to mow. Tell them business is slow, but I'm
whistling Sam's song. Everyone you see
has a story to tell or a gimmick to sell, but agree that it's swell and it's really a grand song.
So forget your troubles and wear a smile. You'll find you'll never go wrong if you learn to croon like a lark in the park who is making his mark, serenading the dark with the chorus of Sam's song. If you learn to croon the happy tune, they call it Sam's song.
Moments to remember.
Won't you play some simple melody like my mother sang to me? One with a good old-fashioned harmony. Play some simple melody.
Musical demon, set your honey a dream, and won't you play me some rag? Just change that classical nag to some sweet, beautiful drag. If you will play from a copy of a tune that is choppy, you'll get all my applause. And that is simply because I want to listen to rag. Musical demon, set your honey a dream, and won't you play me some rag? Just change that classical nag
my mother
to some sweet, beautiful drag. If you will play from a copy of a tune that is choppy, you'll get all my applause. And that is simply because I want to listen to rag. Musical demon, set your honey a dream, and won't you play me some rag?
Steady,
Just
steady.
change that classical nag
my mother
to some
sang to
sweet,
me.
beautiful drag. If you will play from a copy of a tune that is choppy, you'll get all my applause.
Don't lose your head.
That is simply
Play
because
some simple
I want to
melody.
Play from a copy of a tune that is choppy. You get all of my applause because I want to ragtime melody.
And that's the other side. Number 3 this week, Bing and Gary Crosby's revival of a very old Irving Berlin tune. We're talking old here. 1916 was when he wrote Play a Simple Melody. Heading toward the top spot on our Moments to Remember High Five Countdown for this August week in 1950, we've reached the runner-up position, which, by our calculations, was the second most popular record of the entire year. In fact, the tune won that year's Best Movie Song Oscar. You may not remember the film, Captain Carey USA, but is there anyone not familiar with this performance?
Mona Lisa, Mona Lisa, men have named you. You're so like the lady with a mystic smile. Is it only 'cause you're lonely they have blamed you for that Mona Lisa strangeness in your smile? Do you smile to tempt a lover, Mona Lisa? Or is this your way to hide a broken heart? Many dreams have been brought to your doorstep. They just lie there and they die there. Are you warm? Are you real, Mona Lisa? Are just a cold and lonely, lovely work of art. Do you smile to tempt a lover, Mona Lisa? Or is this your way to hide a broken heart? Many dreams have been brought to your doorstep. They just lie there and they die there. Are you warm? Are you real, Mona Lisa? Are just a cold and lonely, lovely work of art. Mona Lisa, Mona Lisa.
Nat King Cole with Les Baxter conducting an early Nelson Riddle arrangement. Mona Lisa is number 2 on our High Five, and that particular recording was so popular and remains such a powerful standard these several decades later that probably very few people are able to recall any other versions of the song that were also out there in the market during those summer weeks of 1950. Perhaps surprisingly, there were no fewer than 7 different recordings of Mona Lisa that showed up on the Billboard pop charts at the time. The one we're about to hear reached as high as number 7 on the national jukebox listings. An extra on this week's High Five, it's Victor Young's lovely arrangement for the new voice in town, Don Cherry.
Mona Lisa, Mona Lisa, men have named you. You're so like the lady with the mystic smile. Is it only 'cause you're lonely they have blamed you for that Mona Lisa strangeness in your smile?
Do you smile to tempt a lover, Mona Lisa? Or is this your way to hide a broken heart? Many dreams have been brought to your doorstep. They just lie there and they die there. Are you warm? Are you real, Mona Lisa? Or just a cold and lonely, lovely work of art?
Tempt a lover, Mona Lisa? Or is this your way to hide a broken heart?
Many dreams have been brought to your doorstep. They just lie there and they die there. Are you warm? Are you real, Mona Lisa? Or just a cold and lonely, lovely work of art?
The second most popular 1950 version of Mona Lisa, Don Cherry, with Victor Young's singing strings. Back we go to our High Five, and it's time for the other shoe to drop. We flip over Saint It, Saint It, Saint It for the year's most popular hit. Gordon Jenkins conducting the orchestra and chorus as Pete Seeger, Lee Hayes, Ronnie Gilbert, and Fred Hellerman say goodnight to Irene.
Saturday night I got married. Me and my wife settled down. Now me and my wife are parted. I'm gonna take another stroll downtown. Irene, good night. Irene, good night. Good night, Irene. Good night, Irene. I'll see you in my dreams.
Sometimes I live in the country. Sometimes I live in town.
into the river and drown. Irene, good night. Irene, good night. Good night, Irene. Good night, Irene. I'll see you in my dreams.
Stop rambling, stop your gambling, stop staying out late at night. Go home to your wife and family, stay there by your fireside bright.
Irene, good night. Irene, good night. Good night, Irene. Good night, Irene. I'll see you in my dreams. Good night, Irene. Good night, Irene. I'll see you in my
Good Night, Irene, the Weavers, with America's most popular record during this August week in the year 1950. Oh, we've got some great ballads on next week's High Five from 1953. Hope you can be with us again then for more music and memories of the Pop 50s years. Thank you for tuning in.
Moments to Remember is produced by Bob Moke in the Washington, D.C. studios of XM Satellite Radio. If you'd like to email us your comments, address them to 50s@xmradio.com. And come around again next time for another 2 hours of classic pop from the early and mid-1950s, Thursday at 1 p.m. Eastern. Weekend encore broadcasts at 9 a.m. Saturday and 7 p.m. Sunday. Moments to Remember from the 50s on 5.